What's up, YouTube? Today I'm going to show you how to grow on Instagram using only hashtags. So that means no money, no power likes, nothing, just hashtags. But if you do this hashtag strategy like I'm about to tell you, you're guaranteed to grow. Check it out. What's up, everybody? So I'm here to tell you my secret sauce. This is something that I've developed on my own, and actually that's not true. I've kind of taken little bits and pieces from other people who have similar ideas, but this is like my own specific hashtag strategy, and I believe that if you follow this, you will definitely grow. Using this, I've been able to take my own personal page, or I'm not a page that I run, The Casual Jazzer, and grow from 0 to almost 20,000 in less than a year. So what is it? Hashtags. Everyone talks about hashtags and everyone has different ideas for what to do with hashtags. Some people say you should only use 5 hashtags. That's false. Some people say that use all 30. Some people say only use 3. The answer is use as much as you want. I think the cap is 30. I've never counted anyone that uses more than 30, but I know I personally use 20. Now, why do I use 20? It's simple. I want to maximize the amount of hashtags I can use, but I don't want to overdo it. I think that the way Instagram works is when you overdo things, they don't like that. They don't respond well to that. So I tried a couple of different versions of this before landing on the one that I'm currently using, which continues to work well for me. Now, it works better for accounts that are using viral reposted content. Accounts that are growing their own personal thing. It works, but you have to make some adjustments. But I'll talk about those adjustments later on in the video. So, what is the strategy and why is it different? One of the biggest mistakes most people make when they do hashtags is they go for the biggest hashtags out there. So, let's say you have a beauty page. The first thing they're going to want to go to is beauty. But that's a problem because if you have a small page, then you're not going to show up on the beauty hashtag, so you're essentially wasting it. But you don't want to ignore beauty either. So what I came up with is a tier system. Now this isn't where it gets to be like specific to me, because I've heard about tier systems before. But what I do is I do 5 hashtags in each tier, and the idea is you want to start from small to greatest, and hopefully by dominating the small ones, and then that'll push you into the medium ones will push you into the big ones, and that'll give you a chance to go crazy viral. So what do I mean when I say small, medium, and large? Well, a small hashtag for me is anything with 6 figures and below. And if you don't know about hashtag research, then you need to figure out or watch some videos and figure out how to look it up. It's really simple. If you go into the search, actually, I'll explain it. If you go into search and you type in a hashtag, generally speaking, they'll give you suggested hashtags that are related to that hashtag. But anytime you look up a hashtag, they tell you how many posts are in that current hashtag. So you want to find tags that have less than 6 figures. That's going to be your small hashtag. You want to pick 5 that are specific to your pose. You can use them all the time if you have a music page, and it could be music related. If it's a fitness, it could be fitness related. They just have to be under 6 figures. The next one you want to find is from 6 figures to 7 figures. That's your medium post. And then your last post is 7 figures and up. More than likely, these are just throwaways, but if your post does really well in the first 2 categories, then you have a chance to get into the top tier. And the bigger your page is, the more this works. Really started blowing up for me when I got over 5,000 followers. 10,000, it just goes crazy. It doesn't work. Every post doesn't do this, but the posts that do well do really well. For example, last week I had a 30,000 view post, a 50,000 view post, and a 45,000 view post. So you can see it's pretty viral. Now, I said I picked 20. That's only 15 hashtags. The last 5 hashtags I make specific to that individual post. Now, why do I do that? I do that so that Instagram doesn't get upset with me, or the algorithm doesn't get upset with me and squeeze the engagement on my post. So I'll do 5, and these 5 I don't change. I'll do 5 small, 5 medium, 5 large, and then I'll add 5 that are specific to that post. So I have 20 tags, and then I also have 3 sets. I post 6 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Those are my day 1, day 2, day 3. And then when I get to Thursday, I repeat. So I'm giving the algorithm a lot of variance, a lot of variables, a lot of change. And I think as long as you do that, you won't run into any issues. I haven't run into any issues. The only issue I did run into was some of my smaller pages weren't seeming to catch on. So what adjustment I made was I did the same thing, but I also added themes. That helped my casual grappler page to grow extremely fast. My casual jazzer page just took off by itself, so I didn't have to do that. But the grappler I needed to make some adjustments. A couple of other pages that I had that were still smaller, sub 500 followers, so I'm really talking about starting out, they weren't working. So what I had to do was eliminate the top, and then I doubled up, or I replaced the top with another set of small hashtags, because you really want to dominate those smaller hashtags. So instead of having 555, I had 10 and 5. And if you still are not able to grow, I would eliminate the middle ones. Until you start to get some steady growth, don't add the top ones. So if you have to go all the way to 15 smaller hashtags, then do that. So it takes a bit of research. I mean, at least a couple of hours to go through, because it may seem like a simple or logical idea, but finding those smaller hashtags that relate to your niche or your posts it's not always easy, but it is definitely worth it. So again, to recap, it's 20 hashtags, 5 that are 6 figures and below, 5 that are 6 figures to 7 figures, 5 that are 7 figures and above, and then 5 that relate specifically to whatever it is that you're posting that particular time. Do a mix of 2 or 3 sets, so that you're not posting the same exact hashtags every single day. And if you do that, that will allow you to grow. I can say 100% for sure that if you do this, it will work. It has worked. The degree that it's worked has not been exactly the same, but it has worked for every single account that I've used this on. If you're finding that, if you're wondering when do you change, so I said, if you're not growing, maybe you need to eliminate the top 5. Give everything 2 weeks. Don't make any changes for 2 weeks, because you just don't know. So much happens. There's updates. There's just different things happen, and you don't know. And you might think that it's not working or something is not working, but you're just being premature. So give everything you do 2 weeks. I always start my adjustments on Monday. That's why I do my spreadsheet on Monday, because then I can look at the analytics, the insights, and see what's working, what's not working. But I never make any change without giving it at least 2 weeks, because I guarantee there's been a couple times that I almost messed something up for myself. So this is my bread and butter. My secret sauce is what allowed me to grow from 0 followers to now I think we're at almost 25,000 followers, and we're growing every day. My best page is growing about 4 to 500 on the best days, 200 to 300 on the slow days. So if you want that kind of growth, if that kind of growth sounds appealing to you, and then let me also say this. That's my top one. My second best one does about 100 to 200 followers a day, and it's less than 5,000 followers. But it's growing at that rate. So if that sounds appealing to you, try these. I guarantee you that they will work. Let me know if you think that let me know if you've tried this already, or you've tried something similar and you don't think that this will work. I'd love to discuss it with you. Let me know if this works for you, because we're all here to help each other grow. I've learned from a lot of great YouTubers and IG people like Josue Pena, Roberto Blake, Thor, Jade. So I'm just trying to pay it forward. So if you haven't already subscribed, I didn't remind everyone to subscribe, but if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to give lots of great content and then my thoughts about anything, or thoughts about lots of different things, to help you grow and then to help us all grow, not just in social media, not just in our businesses, but as people. So have a great one and be easy.